Yes, that's right. The title of this video is correct. I bought a luxury Audi from Carvana and it ended up being probably one of the biggest duds I've ever bought in my entire life. If you're not completely familiar with the entire situation, let me quickly debrief you. I was looking for a 2013 to 2017 B8.5 Audi S5 like a week before I had purchased this car. Went through all the normal channels, Car Gurus, Auto Trader. Couldn't find exactly what I was looking for. I was seeing a lot of overpriced examples, but then I went to Auto Tempest, which is a website where you can filter through a bunch of different services. Auto Tempest has Carvana listings. Carvana listings are, for whatever reason, not shown on some of the other major car search networks, but you know, whatever, regardless. Looked through Carvana, found out they had quite a lot of the specific S5s that I was looking for. So I pulled the trigger and found one that I loved. It was a white on red, and Carvana, you know, they got some very high quality images with the doors closed, doors opened. You can see the interior. They even have a section where they tell you about the imperfections of the car. Very transparent, love that. Except when I got the car, yeah, there was a lot more than what they had listed in the imperfections. For one, the front bumper was a slightly different white compared to the rest of the car. On top of that, that front bumper was a slightly different color compared to the fender on the right side. And that fender on the left side was a different color compared to the door. Basically, it was super clear that the car that I bought was repainted. You could actually see like the repainting, like the spray on a little part of the headlights on the right side. So not good. I noticed that immediately and I was like, well, you know, maybe I'll wrap the car. And look, I know I bought a used car from Carvana, sight unseen, and I'm not expecting to get perfection, but I mean, dude, if the front or the bumper was repainted, I would have loved to know about that. Regardless, that wasn't the worst part. The worst part was when I went to get a post-purchase inspection. You see, Carvana has something called a 150-point inspection. It's a long sheet of things they go through to make sure their cars are top quality. And you know, I gave me a little bit of confidence, but I don't completely trust it. So I took this car up to Ratified Motorsports up here in Minnesota, St. Louis Park. And those guys, they're a very highly respected German auto repair shop here in Minnesota. They looked through the car and we found some problems. I got this sheet of problems right here. PCV and water pump thermostat need to be serviced because the PCV malfunctioned on this car. That is a with parts and labor, sorry, $4,406.13 job. $4,406. The valve cover gaskets are visually leaking. Parts and labor, $705.62. And then the upper timing covers need to be resealed. That is a $3,038.87 job. That, with the diagnostic cost, came out to a total of $8,335.62 to mechanically put this car back into a clean bill of health. Now, it's funny because when I first got the car, there was no lights on the dash or anything like that. In fact, I think Carvana had just done a oil change before they gave me the car. But it was kind of interesting because I pulled out my camera and we were looking through everything. We saw the oil was leaking in certain places and also coolant was leaking in certain places. Here's a video of that. It's a dark and gloomy night, but today we're going to find out what is wrong with my Carvana Audi S5. We're currently at Ratified Motorsports. These are the guys to take your German car to if you have any problems. But today we're gonna get a post-purchase inspection because I bought this car sight unseen, but I did realize there was some funky stuff going on with it. This is my 2016 B8.5 Audi S5. Just picked it up like less than a week ago. There's some sus things going on already. Like I see some body panels are a little iffy. There's a cold air intake installed in the car. There's a bunch of tints. I think the previous owner was pretty mod happy, bit of an enthusiast, but maybe he cheaped out in some parts because he has some cheap wheels, cheap tires, and you know, some other cheap things that I think we'll discover later on. But yeah, that's what we're doing in this video. Let's head into Ratified Motorsports and see what they say. Okay, S5 is up on the lift. Let's see what's wrong with it.
Front bumper's been resprayed for sure. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yep, nope, I noticed it as soon as it came off the truck. I was like, that's a different white.
Yeah, a bunch of overspray on the headlights and then on the bottom of the car. So other than that, it's pretty clean.
Okay.
Brakes are getting, I wouldn't say they need to be replaced, but they're getting on the lower side.
Okay.
And then the passenger side valve cover's leaking pretty good. And then the upper timing covers are also leaking. And then there's a PCV malfunction, so.
Oh, wait, PCVs? They never go wrong on these.
Yeah, and then the coolant level is below minimum, but there's not really any external leaks, so it could be an intercooler brick or the PCB leaking. So
okay.
Yeah, nothing too crazy, pretty standard 3OT stuff.
Standard.
Yeah.
Nice, love to see it. Oh, look, you got some fun down here.
Yeah.
But that's normal, I guess.
Yeah, you can see overspray for sure. And then, yeah, if you look up here, it's kind of hard to see up there. That's where you can see the upper timing cover leaking. And then this side, it leaks on these lines and comes down right here. So.
Oh, I mean, I see that right there.
For
Okay.
sure, yeah.
Damn.
Now, this is where I kind of have to do a 180. And I say that because I feel like this entire video, and even TikTok I posted about this entire video, it's probably come off as like a content creator buys a horrible car from evil corporation, but I don't want to push that kind of narrative because even though it sucks that I bought this car with so many problems from Carvana, expecting it to not have these problems, the way that Carvana handled this entire situation has given me a lot, and I mean a lot, of good faith in working with them again. And this isn't to say this is sponsored or I'm shilling them or anything like that, but genuinely the people I work with to figure out this entire fiasco, I think they're some of the best people they could have ever hired. And honestly, I'm so surprised that a big corporation like that actually stuck up and helped and fixed the problem. Let me explain what happened. During the entire time, when I first got the car, I noticed there were some cosmetic things and I wanted to get them addressed. See, what Carvana has is something called a 7-day money back guarantee. You can either get your car or get your money back, or you can swap your car out with something else. I wanted that safety net to be extended. So I call Carvana. I'm like, hey, I'm not going to be able to get this car into a shop to get a pre or post purchase inspection and have them look over the paint and all these other things to see how much it would cost to get fixed. And so if these become a bigger problem than what I really want to deal with, I don't think it's going to be we're going to find the diagnostics and the quote and everything within that 7-day period. I called them, told them that, and they're like, oh, yeah, okay, sure. That's fine. We'll extend it for you. Not a problem. We'll extend the 7-day guarantee for you. I'm just like, oh, okay. That's nice of you. Thank you. And then that's exactly just how it went. I got the extension, got the car in on the 6th day to get it post-purchase inspection done. Found out all these problems, sweating it out because I'm like, oh God, I don't want to pay this much money to get this car fixed. I feel like I'm in a pickle. But then I remembered, oh wait, I got an extension. I got some time. It took a little longer than I would like because Carvana works with some warranty company, and that warranty company basically comes out and diagnoses your car, figures out if everything they're saying, the shop is saying is true, that actually needs to be fixed. But that entire process was just going to take a little too long. So what I did was I called Carvana and told them, yo, look, I kind of just don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with the bumper. I don't want to deal with the mechanical problems. And again, they said, okay, sir, we completely understand. We want you to feel at ease. We know it's a bit, I'm not even kidding. One of the guys said this. They said, we understand that it's a bit of a risk buying a car that you don't see, sight unseen. And we just want to make sure you are feeling confident in whatever car you ever try to purchase from us. So what we'll do is we'll swap it out or we get a return done. That was not what I was expecting to hear, again, from a big mega corporation. No arguing, no questioning, just okay. Let us know what you want to do. You will not hear that from normal dealerships. They'll always try to do, oh, we'll take the car back. We'll try to fix it. We'll try to make it right. And then we'll give it back to you. Don't worry. We'll do this. We'll do that. None of that. And I was not expecting that again. I have to give credit where credit is due. But regardless, what does that leave us now? Well, I'm going to be returning the dud. That's for certain. I can't deal with that car, and I will be getting something else, but I can't really tell you where I'm getting it from or what I'm getting because, car YouTube content creator, I'm kind of I really got to make a big thing out of the whole reveal. So you guys are going to have to subscribe if you want to find out what it is. But just understand that, yeah, that's basically what happened with this entire situation. You guys will not be seeing that car on this channel anymore. And if you ever have any experience with Carvana and you're a little scared of buying a car from them, honestly, I say pull the trigger. If you find an example that you really like, they have that money back guarantee thing, and they also do have a pretty robust warranty. I didn't mention that part, but they have a 100-day warranty with their cars. So the likelihood that they would have fixed this problem is somewhat high. I just didn't want to deal with that. So figured, you know, let's just move on. Let's do something else. But that's all I wanted to share with you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Kind of an abrupt ending, but got really nothing else to say. But watch out for that reveal for the new cars coming on Friday. I'll let you guys know when it's here. Peace.